Hello there. Welcome to SmartGence training. This will be a demo session on data import wizard and data loader. So firstly, let's look into data import wizard. As discussed in presentation, data import wizard can be navigated through setup within the Salesforce, right? So I'm here in setup and I'm going to search for data import wizard, and you can see data import wizard over here. When we click on this will be navigated to the data import wizard page. Just give it a sec. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, firstly, let's just look into the launching the wizard firstly. Then we can go through this what is this bulk AP monitoring and stuff. So to load the data, we can select this launch wizard. On a click of this, you will be navigated to the page where you can import the data. So firstly, we can select the objects, whether it is a standard or if it is a standard objects, we can click on this, and if it is a custom object, you can click on this. And as said earlier, standard objects, only specific standard objects are available, and every single custom objects would be available over here to import the data. But here, since there is only one as of now in this organization, only one is visible. So now I am going to load an account record. So I'm going to select this accounts and contacts, and now yeah, for demonstration we'll consider adding new records firstly. So I'm clicking on this add new records, and if you remember, we have discussed that we can remove the duplicates in import wizard, right? So that is what these checkboxes would be of. Like we can choose on which the duplicates has to be removed. Like for example, we are considering account right over here, so we can select this name and site, and if there is another record which is same as which has the same name and site as the one which we are inserting, then it would not be loaded, it would get updated. So that is what basically these are for. And these checkboxes, so again, if this checkbox being checked, then the workflow rules and processes would be triggered on the insert of the record. And again, this is specific to a campaign is another standard object which is related to contacts. So when a contact is loaded, like all the contacts would be mapped to a campaign. So again, just don't put your mind more into this. This can be ignored for now. We are just going to load an account record. So I'll keep this as blank for now, and we can select the CSV file to be loaded. So we can drag and drop it over here, or we can select this over here. So let me select this over here. Choose file. So I have my file saved. This should again open a pop-up of your local. I know where my files have been, so I'm navigating to that path. So here I'll be selecting all files, and you can see over here, right? So we are now going to insert an account. So I'm selecting account insert. Right, and this character code could be just the default value, and values would be separated by comma. Obviously, this is a CSV file, so I have my value separated as comma. So before moving to the next step, I'll show you what exactly is there in the load sheet. So yeah, this is the load sheet I have prepared for this demonstration. So firstly, we are loading the account name, industry, active, and phones. These are the fields, and these are the records we are going to load right now. So yeah, let's go back to Salesforce. Now when I click on next, yeah, I'd be able to map like these are the four fields which you have seen, right? Sorry, these are the four fields you have seen. Contact, account name, industry, active, phone. So these are mapped to account name in account object, account industry, account active, and there are two phone fields, one in account and one in contact. But right now, since we are going to just load account, we have to ignore contact phone. So I'm going to delete this. So this basically is a mapping. So click on map. This has got auto mapped already. So yeah, mapping has been completed. So this shows the example of how it would look like. Then I'm clicking on next. So yeah, it just shows the summary of it. And on the click of start import, yeah, this import has started. When we click on OK, we'll be navigated to the job details. So this will be saved as a job, and a job would be going on. And okay, here if you see, the record has been already processed and progress is 100%. So yeah, this gives you the information of that status. Even you can see the status as completed. Let me go back to data import wizard, And we have been talking about this bulk AB monitoring, right? If you could see here, it shows the summary of it, like the two records have been inserted. So when we click on this bulk KPI monitoring, we would be navigated back to the page which you have been. Yeah, this would give the summary and this would give the job data and stuff. So the records have been imported successfully. Let me quickly show you the records in UI maybe. We can search with account name, right? So let me navigate to sales from setup and give it a second. It's loading. Right, let me search in the global search and you can see here this has got loaded. So what industry construction active years and phone details active years industry as construction and phone has been loaded. Similarly, let me also search for the other account as well. Give it a sec. Search Scorsese solutions. Yeah, here it is. Going back details entertainment active years and phone number industry as entertainment active years and phone number. So yeah, here you can see the data being loaded. Right, let's update a record in the import wizard. The same process. Account, yeah, before that I'll show you the sheet. Here is a sheet and let me open the record which you are going to update using the id I have. And yeah, if you remember in the presentation, we have been seeing that to update a record, we would need the ID, which is identifier, right? So here we have the ID, and we are going to update these two fields, account number and rating. So let me show you that. So this is the first record, and if you go to details, account number already is okay. It is blank, so we are going to update the account number from blank to a different value, and rating is blank already. We are going to update it as hot. Then the other record, yeah, one sec, let it load. Okay, again account number and rating details. Account number, if you see CD 736025, here we are going to update it as BM 736025. Similarly, rating, it is warm, we are going to update it as cold. Right, so we know what is going to get updated. Coming back to this data import wizard page, so I'm selecting this object, update existing records. So since we are updating only the account, I'm selecting salesforce.com ID, which is we are using as reference. And since we are going to update the records, I'm checking on this checkbox. Just forget about these two checkboxes. We don't worry about this right now. We can deal with it later. Now I'm going to select the file, choose file. Yeah, this is where I have my file. So let me have all files, account update sheet. Then clicking on next. So here we don't want to map the contact ID, right? So I'm removing it. Map. We can see the examples. Clicking on next. So start import. Okay. Yeah. So this has got updated. Let me close the existing ones and open the record. So here account update. Coming back to the ID. Once. Yeah. Let me open this record for now. Give it a minute. I'm sorry. Give me one second. Yeah. Yeah, now the record is getting open. So yes, Dennis Bank. Yeah, you can see this account number being populated and the rating being populated. So for the next account, the account number has to be updated with PM and rating has to be cold. So yeah, now give it a second, let it load. Details, account number has been updated with PM and rating with code. So that is it about the data import wizard. So the other three functions are upsert, delete all, and sorry, upsert, delete, export, and export all. Other four functions, right? We'll look into that using the data loader. Before everything else, let us see how to install data loader into your local. So as we have seen in the presentation, we can do that directly from our Salesforce org, right? So for that, we have to navigate to setup, and in setup, we need to search for data loader in the quick find box where you'll be able to see this link. And on the click of this link, we will be led to this page where we can download the data loader. So once the zip file is downloaded, we can install it into the system. So in addition to that, we would also need an application called Zulu Java application. So you would get to know the URL from where you can download that application. So let me open that URL over here. So this is that URL, and in that URL, if we come down a bit, we will be able to see the latest version where you can download the 64-bit or the as per your system specification. So once this is downloaded and installed, we need to set the system variable in our system. So for that, what we need to do is we have to get the bin URL. So this is where my Zulu Java application has been installed, right? So in this we have this bin folder, right? So we need to have this particular uh, path, and we need to set that in the system environment. So here in the system environment variable, so for that, yeah, this is the control panel, and in control panel, when you search for system variable, you'll be able to see this under system. You have this edit the system environment variables. So on the click of this, we will let to this pop up. Here we can select the environment variables, and in the path we need to edit this, and we have to add a new when you click on this new, we will be able to add that particular path over here. So as you could see, I have added this already. So this is how data loader installation would work. So I have it installed. Let me quickly open that first. So yeah, so this is how the data loader would get open in one local. So we're going to upsert the upsert. We are going to perform upsert operation first, right? So I could click on this upsert. So here we can select the environment, whether it is a production or sandbox. This is a production environment, so I'm going to log into production environment. It will ask for username and password. So yeah, give me a minute. Yeah, once logged in, it will lead us to a page which will ask for allow access. Yes, and we can allow access, right? It will verify the username and password. So once verified, we will be able to see this login successful page. You can click on next. So here we can see all the Salesforce objects being listed, right? So this will have a few set of standard objects and all the custom objects. So if you want a few standard objects would not be available. So if you want every single object to be listed out, we can click on this checkbox. So once this is checked, you can see every single object available. So right now we are going to upsert for the object product. I'm going to select the object product from the list. Uh, product, yeah, I could see it here, and we can choose the CSV file using this browse button. So we are going to upsert product upsert. So this is the sheet which I have prepared earlier. So I click on this. On click of next, I would be we would be able to see the number of records in the sheet which we have for choose chosen, right? So let me quickly show you that sheet. Here is the product upsert. So yeah, we have two, and we could see it as two. So let me click on OK. So yeah, this is the which field selection for matching. So as discussed, the external field would be used as the reference field, right? So these are the two external fields which is available in product. So right now I'm going to select name as the reference field. So what would happen is like coming back to the sheet, if there is an existing record with name either as SLA diamond or SLA bronze, so that particular record would get updated and the other record would get inserted. Again, if it is not there, the record would get inserted. So I have selected name. Next, so here we have to map the fields. So create or edit map, and click on auto match, it will get auto mapped. If not, we can just drag and drop it over here. So here this get auto map. Click on OK. Next, So this basically is for directory to save the success and error fields. So usually when we do an operation in the update, insert or upset or even delete operation in data loader, we will be getting the success and error sheets. So we can save it and we can define the directory. So we can click on this browse and I am going to save it in the same folder as this, where I have the update sheets, right? So I'm selecting this select folder, and on click on finish, this should get updated. But before that, let us quickly check whether the records are existing or not. So let me copy the name. So yeah, coming back, we have to search this under products tab, right? So I am navigating to products. It's loading. Okay, wait a second. So yeah, here it is. I am changing the list view as all products, and when I search for SLA diamond, I'm not able to see it, right? So what would happen is this would get inserted. Whereas if I search for SLA bronze, you'll be able to see this. And when you open this, we are going to update the product code and active. So product code SL9020, you can see the same product code, so it won't get updated to be as is. And active, it is true right now, whereas after update it will get false, correct? So yeah, coming back here, I'm going to click on finish. So you get a warning. So this warning states what we are exactly going to do, and if you read it out, new records, add new records and or update existing records. So this is basically the upsert operation. So yes, it is getting upset. Yeah, this is called upset. Let me quickly show you the success and error sheets. So yeah, this is how the success and error sheets. So yeah, at the success sheet, you will be able to see the status, whether the item is created or deleted, or sorry, updated, and you would also be able to see the IDs. So coming back to the Salesforce, we could see the active as updated as false for the existing record, right? So let us open the newly created record here. Coming up, give it a sec. Yeah, we'll be able to see the new product record created, SLA diamond, product code and active, all those information same as in the sheet. So when you open the error sheet, since there are no errors, that would be no errors. I mean, on there will be no records. The sheet would be empty. So yeah, this is how success and error sheet would look like. Then comes the next operation, which is delete, right? So before going into that, let me show you the delete sheet. So this is how the delete sheet would look like. And since this is delete, we just need the ID. So I just placed have only the IDs in the sheet. So I'll show you the records firstly. Yeah, using the IDs. Let this open. Meanwhile, I'll open the other record as well. So I'm sorry, I think I got the wrong ID. 1 second. Yep. So yeah, we are going to delete this account in his bank and Scorsese solutions. Okay. So again, delete operation. Since we have already been logged in, the login screen would not be coming again. So it's okay just to log in once. So account object, browse, account delete sheet, next, or two records. So yeah, two records. Okay. So ID, you'll be able to see only the ID as the field to be mapped, right? So auto match will get mapped. Okay. Next, I'll keep the directory as the same. Finish. Delete existing records. Yes. Another warning, since this is a delete operation, this is just throw this warning. The number of records allowed in recycle bin is limited. So it just stays there and we know it. So click on yes. Okay. Delete operation is going on. Yeah. Two successful deletes. So clicking on OK. You know how the success and error sheets would look like. So if I refresh this page, it won't be available anymore. Similarly, this. Yeah. Since this is deleted, there won't be a record, right? So that is why we are getting similarly this. So this is how delete operation take place. Then the other two operations are export and export all, right? So let me export a record. So export. Let me select account again. Account. So we need to select the directory where do we want this particular extract to be saved. So choose browse. I'll have this here itself, account export. So we need this to be saved in the CSV format. So we have to put the extension as well. So we have to be very careful on this. So every time we export something from data loader, we have to put up the extension, and it is advised to have the .csv extension always. I'm putting as .csv, save. So it will have the directory over here. Next, so here we can select the fields which you want to extract. Now I'm selecting all fields, and if any, if you want any filter conditions to be provided, we can have this field operation, and we can add the condition over here. Right now I'll just have as is, and clicking on finish. You are chosen to perform export. Yes. Yes. Okay, so all the records will get extracted. So coming back to the folder, yeah, here we can see the account export, right? So when you open this, yeah, every single information in the account object for every single record will be saved over here, right? So this is how export would work. Again, as discussed earlier, export all is the same, but this will also include the records if there is any in recycle bin. So it doesn't differ much. The process again would remain the same, right? So yeah, this is about the data loader. Thank you and happy learning.